Well, the team from the Kentucky Derby Museum just returned from an epic and iconic trip across the pond to visit the Epsom Derby. Katrina Helmer, the director of communications from the museum, just off the flight, like a couple of hours ago probably, is here to kind of unload the whole trip. And before we even begin, congratulations. Katrina is the new director of communications at the museum.
Oh, thank you.
What a way to kind of kick off, you know, this new opportunity for you at the helm of the department. It's just been a great run.
This was kind of a whirlwind.
Yeah.
Welcome to the job, and now here you go.
Get on a plane
Right.
and take the trophy. And I didn't know about the history of the Epsom Derby and the whole why until you started explaining it to me. So, like, why? Why did you guys go over there?
Why? Yeah, why did we go ahead and pack up a replica trophy and take it across the pond? So our history with the Kentucky Derby stems from England. A lot of people know if you went on a field trip, you've come on one of our tours at the museum, a man named Meriwether Lewis Clark actually went over to England in 1872 and 1873. He wanted to start a successful horse racing track here in Louisville. So he went to England for inspiration, saw the Epsom Derby, or as they call it, the Epsom Derby. And then brought it back and said, we can do this and we can do it better in Louisville.
And so they did.
And so we did.
Isn't that crazy? And so the Derby, as they say, it was just held last weekend.
Yes, the first weekend in June.
Okay, and so, oh gosh, here's the pictures of it, right? Like the actual race. Okay, what did the track look like? You got to take us through the whole thing, what everything looked like.
It's actually not a circle.
Okay.
They go up a hill at one point. It's all turf. And then they come down the hill and around in front of spectators. It was fascinating to be able to see that. The way their track is set up is so incredibly different, but a lot of the rules and regulations for horse racing there are the same that we have for the Kentucky Derby because of that connection over 150 years ago.
Oh yeah.
So being able to see all of that, and this, the Epsom Derby, is where they have the cream of the crop for fashion. So that is something we understand, right?
Here
for the
that
Kentucky
Great Day
Derby.
Live, yes.
Right. So that was really, really special and cool to be able to see all of that and being able to connect. This is why we have this tradition. This is why we have this tradition. And being able to take the replica trophy over there, everyone was just stunned. Seeing it walk through glittering gold. That right there is the chair of the Epsom Derby. That you can see from the view of the track when you're in the stands. The fashion, the colors, it was so bright and beautiful.
And I hear the trophy went on tour.
It did. The first day we were there, we took it around to Big Ben, we took it to Buckingham Palace, and being able to see a group of tourists and locals alike flocking around it and asking, why in the world are you here? And being able to teach them, you're the connection and the reason why the Kentucky Derby is so successful. And it's a point of pride for people in England now, too. So it was just such a fascinating
I saw your
trip.
beautiful outfit.
Yes, thank you.
That was gorgeous, right? Like, how did you decide? Like, you know, the Derby is one thing. We think of flowers and everything is bigger, you know, just big and flowers and just do it for the Derby. What was the style there? How would you describe how people were dressed?
I would say very elegant. Posh, subtle and sophisticated. So I had some help last minute trying to pull things together very, very quickly.
That has to be tough to like think, okay, I've got to pack for...
And pack it all over and not have anything break. Yeah.
Right. And so how did you all travel with the replica trophy?
It was my carry-on. So I was nervous the whole time. Went through TSA just fine. No one had any issues with it. But yeah, it was my carry-on.
Did you wrap it in socks? Or
it was socks.
Underwear.
Our curator was making sure it was packed very, very safely in there and taught me how to take care of it. And it was a bit of a nerve-wracking trip. So once we got through all of the sightseeing and without anyone trying to snag it,
or touch it too much.
Exactly.
Right?
I had to very kindly tell a lot of very nice British people, please don't touch the trophy.
But like you said, what a wonderful opportunity to get to share what we do here with those that kind of originated what we have, what we're so lucky to have.
It was so wonderful to be able to kick off what for the museum is going to be a year-long celebration leading up to Derby 150. And so we knew going into this, what better way to do that than by going back to where it all started. So this is kind of our launching pad for Derby 150.
What an experience and what a memory you're going to have there.
I know.
Oh, I can't look for. I'm so looking forward to the whole year leading up to the 150th. Katrina, thank you so much. And
Of
just
course.
a reminder, you know, the museum is open if you ever just want to get a tour, if you want to see the new Secretariat exhibit, if you want to check out everything and just feel like you're living Derby every single day. I think especially it's great if you're heading into this 150th year. It's a big year, and summer's a great time to head over there. Just head over to derbymuseum.org.